24 minutes after the hour now, some Maryland Muslim leaders have come together to condemn ISIL and its recent gruesome killing of American journalist Stephen Sotloff. The Muslim leaders want to distance themselves from the Islamic State radicals, the group that uses religion for the basis of their vile actions. Joining us on the Newsline this afternoon is Zainab Chaudhry from the Council on American Islamic Relations. Ms. Chaudhry, good to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
Talk a little bit about what the organization was trying to do today.
Sure. So the news conference today is called today because Maryland Muslim leaders wish to unite and express our sincere condolences to the family of Stephen Sotloff, who was the second American journalist who was ruthlessly murdered by the barbaric group ISIS. And we also want to strongly condemn the acts of terror that this group is waging on innocent people of all faiths, really, in that part of the world.
I think sometimes we talk about these horrible things in sort of the abstract, but you and your organization are in a better position to talk about how it really affects Americans who are also of Islamic faith. Does this continue to be an issue? Do you find yourselves being put, even if it's sort of subconsciously, on the defensive because of what radicals do half a world away?
Sure. Unfortunately, that's a problem that we have to deal with, especially with groups like ISIL who call themselves the Islamic State, but really there's nothing Islamic just or humane about their actions. And words really can't express the disgust and horror that our communities are feeling, knowing that innocent journalists and civilians are being used as pawns in really what's a power struggle by a criminal organization that claims to share our religion, but really is in no way, shape, or form reflecting the ideals and the values that it teaches. Fortunately, through outreach and through engaging with the media and through educational campaigns, we are able to work on fixing the negative misconceptions that exist in mainstream society, but there's still a lot of work to be done in distancing the actions of groups like this from moderate mainstream Islam. When
you get into the education process that you were talking about there, is it one of those things where the scales fall away from their eyes, that people say, oh, wait a minute, now I'm able to make the distinction a little bit better?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, there's a lot of misconceptions that exist about Islam and Muslims. And unfortunately, a lot of the information that's out there, it's really incorrect or it's exaggerated in different ways. So part of what we do, part of our work entails working with the broader interfaith community to really correct the narrative and educate folks on what Islam really teaches or what the true ideals and values and principles of the religion are. The vast majority of the billions of Muslims worldwide, they want the same thing that anybody else wants. They want to be able to live peacefully, freely. They want to be able to earn an education or gain an education and earn a living for themselves and their families. And so as part of our work definitely entails working with the broader community to correct a lot of the misconceptions that exist out there.
And Zainab, your organization, CARE, the Council on American Islamic Relations, has an event tonight. Talk a little bit about that for me, please.
Yes, absolutely. We have a news conference that we're going to be holding today at 4:30 at the Islamic Society of Annapolis. And at this news conference, we're going to have Muslim leaders from several major organizations here in Maryland, from the Anne Arundel County Muslim Council, from the Islamic Society of Baltimore, which is one of the largest mosques here in Maryland, as well as myself as a representative of the Council on American Islamic Relations and one of the organizers for this news conference. We're going to be coming together to strongly condemn ISIS and distance mainstream Islam from the brutal actions of this barbaric group. No major religion justifies this kind of cruel, ruthless actions that they've been engaging in. The video that was released yesterday has really all of us in shock at the extent of brutality that this group is willing to engage in. And we really want to make sure that we take a stand against it and we condemn it and express our condolences to Shirley Sotloff, who's the mother of Stephen Sotloff, who's the second journalist who was killed, as well as to all of the loved ones who were murdered by this barbaric group.
Zainab Chaudhry with CARE Maryland, the Council on American Islamic Relations. Thanks so much. Appreciate your time
Thank
this
you.
afternoon.
Thank you so much.